Need to escape the desert heat? Well, head to Bisbee, one of the coolest towns in Arizona. If you've never heard of it, it's right here in southeast Arizona, about 90 miles from Tucson and about 200 miles from Phoenix. Now, what makes this town the coolest? It's like no other town I've ever seen. You can't stop smiling. The town is so vibrant with color. The natural bright orange hue of the surrounding hills. Then look at the buildings. Look at all the colors, the detail in the architecture, the street art. It's so impressive. There's always something else to see at the turn of every corner. But be aware, this town is not flat. Unlike most Arizona towns, the town is cozily nestled into the hills, but still totally walkable. What makes Bisbee cool? Literally, the elevation. Bisbee is over a mile high at 5,500 feet above sea level. Yes, it snows. We've only walked, 2 blocks, and we've seen so many cool things here in Bisbee. And there's this whole other section that's way over there that we still need to check out. This main street is like nothing I've ever seen in Arizona. It slightly reminds me of being in San Francisco. Seriously, are we in Arizona? Antique shops, gelato, art galleries. It's so cool. This artist town is incredible. Something I learned, Bisbee does not have home mail delivery, so the residents all have a P.O. box and pick up their mail right here at the post office. Some cool things to do, I would highly suggest a Jeep tour to get the perspective of a local. We did the Lavender tour and it was a blast with several opportunities to get photos and learn so much about this town. You can do the Bisbee Mining and Historical Museum, the Queen Mine Tour, which takes you into the hills. There's a lot of history in this town. I kid you not, Bisbee is a pretty amazing town. This is something you gotta check out. Stay here for a couple days. There are lots of restaurants, shops, ice cream, coffee. This is pretty much the place to be in Arizona. That's what I would say. For classic car enthusiasts, there's an abundance here in Bisbee, driving down the streets and even parked. There's even more classic cars in the next neighborhood called Lowell. Where to stay? The Copper Queen Hotel, that some say is haunted. If you're into that, most importantly, they have a pool. The Inn at Castle Rock, Eldorado Suites, there are so many others. We are in our 2022 Leisure Travel Van Wonder and we stayed at the Bisbee Queen Mine RV Park. The views into the Lavender Pit as well as our view overlooking the town was spectacular. That's Bisbee and we're thinking this place is awesome. We're probably gonna have to come back at some point, but we also just met a couple that's driving that thing, which is pretty awesome. It's 36 feet of amazingness. They gave us a tour of their RV and now we're kind of jealous. I love Bisbee. If you're in southern Arizona or you're looking for a destination to visit in Arizona, Bisbee is the place. What do you think, John?
I agree, and don't be afraid to plan to spend like 3 or 4 days here because it is so neat. Lots of restaurants that look really good.
You need lots of days here because there's lots of stuff. Bisbee was a mining town first from the late 1800s into the 1900s. It's a part of its history and it is important to know that. But what it has become is a thriving artist town, community, and it's so full of life and vibrant. You know, I had never heard of Bisbee prior to this trip, and I'm so glad we had it on our itinerary. I mean, the reason we travel is to experience new things, and Bisbee delivered. Just driving into town, it was shocking. It's like, how is this even here? This is incredible. I love this. There you go. Visit Bisbee. It is so cool. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe, don't forget to smile. And we visited another artsy town in southern Arizona. Check it out, it's right up here. I will see you in the next video. Peace. This street right up here, this street right down here is just okay. See, just okay.